Hey, good day, Ozark Electric membership. It is June, and I have to do this first. I'm going to be selfish with this time, but Jessica, my wife's birthday, is happening. I'm not going to tell you the exact date, but I want to wish her a happy birthday. I love her with all my heart. She is the best part of our marriage and is such a terrific mother, an incredible wife, a supporter of the co-op, and has helped me get to where I am. And so happy birthday, Jessica. I appreciate you so much. Also in June, we celebrate our anniversary. And so she gets a merit badge every year from her friends, from her family, for putting up with me and staying in the relationship and in our marriage for so long. And so we've got that going on. So that's done with the personal stuff. Now to Ozark Electric stuff. There's discussion nationally about the Inflation Reduction Act, the IRA. And there are funds in there that are earmarked for certain projects for hardening electric systems or doing other things to promote technology on those things. And we have staff here that are taking a look at that. I wanted to tell you that, to let you know we're looking at those grant offerings or maybe loan offerings or other things. But here's the deal. We all know the punchline. I'm with the government, I'm here to help, right? And then you can take that any way you want to. But with anything that, whether it's the government or it's a warranty or it's a rebate or it's a whatever is offered to us here in the United States, we read the fine print. So our folks that are looking at those IRA offerings that might be able to come in to help Ozark Electric advance what we want to do in the energy sector in Southwest Missouri on the distribution level. We're going to be looking, and I've asked our people to be very vigilant in reading the fine print. How many strings are attached? How strong are the strings? Because we're not going to run into something that we may qualify for if it comes with a heavy burden on the backside. And so I wanted to let you know that that was going to be our approach. So if we engage, we've felt that there's a safe harbor to pursue that. If you wonder why we didn't go after a certain offering or other things, it's because we've determined that based on what we view is a good move for our membership, or it ties our hands, or it commits us to other things in the future that are outside of what we want to do as far as rate design or the promotion of what we do on our system wasn't the best move. So we're doing that. We're taking a look at it. Also here at the co-op, classes have let out, graduations have happened. That happens in the line workers area too. So we help the local trade schools with lineman placement and internships. And so our interns have joined us. We try to put some at each one of our offices and help them with their qualifications to graduate from OTC or State Tech or other trade schools that are raising up linemen. And so that's always an exciting time for our guys that are here to onboard those new guys, help teach them, show them what the industry is about, and how Ozark Electric conducts line work. So we've got those folks with us. Obviously, we're getting closer to annual meeting, so those preparations are happening. Schedules are being laid out. Member services and John Davis, our manager there of that department, is working through assignments for our staff, our employees to take on that day when we're over at the high school here in Mount Vernon conducting that. We'll have some elections going on. We'll have some bylaw considerations for you to be taking a look at, which is all part and parcel of keeping up with the times, approaching things that we need to do to be relevant, be current, and be on the ball here at the co-op. And so that's what's going on as well. It's just the busyness of the summer. We take a look at the weather, we take a look at margins. This is my plug for, I'm just reminding you that our industry is very weather driven. And so the first part of 23 has been kind of mild. So if you run into a co-op employee and they're like, the heat wave would be nice right now. It's not because they want to be uncomfortable, because it's always said in Missouri, when it's humid, at least it's hot at the same time, right? That's what we deal with. But when that happens, that's when our co-op and your energy consumption helps to propel what we do in counting on the months that create margins for us to end the year in a sound financial condition. And so that's kind of what we're waiting on. Supply chain things are freeing up a little bit. We're seeing some of that in some areas. In other areas, it's still tight. Transformers. We've had Jim Matheson, our corporate CEO over NRECA, our parent organization throughout the nation, has been really working hard in DC to try and get legislators to try and figure out what can they do to unchain the complications in trying to get those transformers to not only the co-ops but the municipals and the investor-owned. Just the energy sector across the nation. We're all kind of in the same boat, and we're paddling with a short oar. And so those really still seem to be a sticking point. And so with that demand comes prices that are extremely high for us to conduct business to do that. We're keeping up with that. We're tracking. We're trying to keep up with it. And so I think that's about the gist of it for this month. I thank you for tuning in. I'm humbled by the folks that will view, this work that Grayson puts out on our behalf. I appreciate the opportunity to tell you kind of what's going on. I hope I do an adequate job of doing that. And I just want all of you to have a great month. Enjoy your families and the activities that you're going to pursue throughout June. And I will talk to you in July. Have a great one.